Hello again guys, and welcome again to Optics Trade YouTube channel. Today we'll be reviewing another product from Delta Optical. As you can see, today we have here a Delta Optical Classic 3-12 by 56. We already reviewed some of these rifle scopes before, and you already know by now that Delta Optical is known as a manufacturer of sport optics from Poland, that's in Europe. Delta has a very good and positive relation with customers from basically all over the world. They produce very, we can say, high quality, qualitatively optical products such as rifle scopes, binoculars, red dot sights, spotting scopes, and basically a vast number of corresponding accessories. The products can match any manufacturers in the certain price range. Delta has been established in 2002, so they are, we can say, quite fresh figure in the sport optics market today. Due to their certain attributes like very good price-performance ratio, customer relations, etc., they have managed to achieve a quite large portion of recognizability. If we go to this series of rifle scopes, so we have a Delta Optical Classic. These rifle scopes are of entry price class, and basically, in general, these rifle scopes are designed for hunting. But we have to elaborate a bit on this matter because the Delta Classic rifle scopes are produced for several different types of hunting. For example, such as low light hunting, such as this particular model we have here, stalking, mountain hunting, raised height hunting, and driven hunts. But we have to mention in this term that 1 to 4 by 24 model is discontinued from production. Classic series offers in general very decent optical performance. Other qualities, which we will elaborate on in the continuation, are very positive and to be praised by from this manufacturer. So if we get to this model, as we mentioned, this is model 3-12 by 56. Generally, model is designed for hunting usage in low light situations, especially. We can see that it's quite long, not very long, but quite long, we could say, with 350 millimeters, and it's about 680 grams heavy. We can see it features a very nice black color and has 30 millimeter tube. The parallax of this rifle scope is fixed at 100 meters, and altogether we can say that in terms of physical appearance, this rifle scope has nice design. We can see it's not very heavy and not very extremely long, but the general build looks quite rugged. In terms of optical properties, the zoom range of this rifle scope is 3-12, of course, with 4 times zoom factor and 56 millimeter of lens diameter. The field of view at the lowest magnification is 2.8 meters on 100 meters and 11 and 11.4 meters on 100 meters at the highest magnification, which we have to say at this particular point of our review that this is perhaps not the best field of view, but of course this is nothing unexpected for a rifle scope of this price range. The eye relief of this model is 100 millimeters. So we're talking about a very nice and long eye relief from this rifle scope. So this is definitely one of the features of this rifle scope to be praised. There is no present tunnel effect at any of the magnification levels. So generally have to say that optically we are looking at a more than decent hunting rifle scope of this entry price class. Especially if you consider the price of around 200 euros or something like this at the moment. This product in optical terms offers basically very much. Due to the physical build, we can deduct without question that the scope can withstand more than 308 caliber, around 3600 joules to be more exact. This model is purged with dry nitrogen, and Delta offers 3 years of warranty. The origin of this rifle scope, however, is not very specifically mentioned anywhere in the catalogs or anywhere else. We can also see the rifle scope itself doesn't have any mark where it has been made, but we can safely assume it's made somewhere in Asia. Next, a word or two about reticle. The reticle is in the second focal plane, and this reticle is basically called a 4A reticle. Only this reticle is available with this rifle scope. This is basically a classic hunting reticle, which has no holdover points. We can see it also features illumination control system. As you can see on the left side focus here, it's powered by a CR2032 battery. It's simply to install and remove. You simply unscrew this cap and insert the battery right here. So it's basically very easy. As we can see, it has 11 brightness intensity levels, and we have to point out at this point of the review that the illumination setting is very finely adjusted. We have to say that only central dot is illuminated, and on the lowest of the magnification levels the dot is very finely illuminated, which is highly useful for low light hunting. The illumination control ring goes very smoothly, so there is no problem here. Illumination, of course, is not daytime usable, but as we mentioned, one of the great features is that the dot is very finely illuminated. Also, the illumination doesn't turn off automatically. If we get to the turrets, we can see that rifle scope is designed with capped hunting turrets, which have core MOA click value. Turrets are of multi-turn type, and they have no turn indicator, which is of course not a necessity when talking about a hunting rifle scope. Total travel of 60 MOA for windage and elevation. The turrets are not resettable. They have no locking function, but they can be removed, as we can see here in this little notch. You can do this with a screwdriver or a coin or something of similar shape to remove the turrets. As we can hear, the turrets basically are very nicely audible. The clicks are well defined. They are appropriately easy to use, and what's especially good is there is no diversity between the turrets, which is exceptionally good for a rifle scope of this price range, we have to say. Clicks are not very densely designed, which is good. If we take a look back, we know that we already reviewed some videos on which the rifle scope's turrets were very densely designed, and we mentioned that this is not the best characteristic, but these ones are very okay in this price range. So if we sum up in short, the good things, generally optical quality, if we consider the price range, is decent, more than decent in this price range of around 200 euros. We also mentioned that the eye relief of 100mm is very good with this rifle scope. Overall design, we can see the rifle scope looks very nice, also quite robust, we can say. And the dot illumination, that we mentioned that the dot is very finely illuminated, which makes this rifle scope usable for low light situations. If we get to the bad points, the field of view could have been better with this rifle scope. we already mentioned that that some competitors to this rifle scope feature not much better, but a bit better field of view. So this is definitely a thing or a topic which could be improved. Also, we can see that this rifle scope is designed basically almost fully out of metal, except for this part. We can see the diopter adjustment ring is made of rubber. This is not perhaps a minus of its own, but if we consider that every part is made of metal, it would be even better if diopter adjustment ring would be made out of metal. This would add a bit more to the, perhaps to the robustness and compactness of the scope. In general, more than decent optic in this entry price range. Additionally, we can see physical appearance is very good and also quite robust looking. So for the price range of around 200 euros at the moment, you get a, we can say, nice low light rifle scope with a finely illuminated central dot, which can be easily compared to even some of more expensive scopes in the zoom range. So if you decide to buy this rifle scope, you get a lens covers, lens cleaning cloth, and this rifle scope, Delta rifle scope instructions. So this is all for this review for today. If you wish to add something, if you wish to ask any additional question we forgot in this review, feel free to write a comment below or write us an email perhaps, and please don't forget to subscribe. Take care.